Yo, what is up, y'all? Chavis here. I am back for a new review for the new project from Ken Carson. Ken Carson is back. He's dropped his sequel to the previous project he dropped before. And the previous project he dropped before this, I have a actually reviewed it here on my channel. My thoughts on this previous project were I thought the previous project was average. I just think that some of it was kind of overhyped, but the previous project had some highlights though, for sure. He's signed to Opium, that whole shit with Hardy and all that. So I thought he dropped a brand new project, and so I decided to check it out. And my thoughts on this project are, I think this project wasn't as interesting as the project before this. I think the project he dropped before this, was, while there were still some tracks that felt like filler, I think the project before this, he had some highlights. Like, I think there were some highlights. Now, there were some highlights here too. I think the first few songs were like iffy. Like, the first few songs were just very, were kind of your just standard, rage songs. But then, it started to get to, track 5, 6, 7, 8. Those 4, 5, 6 tracks are right in the middle of the project. Those tracks were actually some heat. Those were some fire tracks on here. The 5, 6, 7, track 5, 6, 7, those head of songs were absolutely fire. The transitions, the switch ups, those songs were actually fire. He had the flow on there. He had the flow, the just everything, the sounds, the changes, and yeah. So I think from track 5 to about track 8 were my favorite songs, because those songs were kind of the same songs he had on the previous album. And I think those songs were absolutely highlights here. This project, though, I would say the ending of the project felt just like the same as the first part of the project. It just was just whatever. There were those songs were just meh, but the project itself, though, as a whole, I feel like the project, though, as a whole, wasn't interesting at all. I just feel like it was just a very it was a very generic, just ragey album. But track 5 to it is, dude, track 5 to 8, those 4 songs right there, 5, 6, 7, 8, those 4 songs here on this project, if he had the entire album sound like those songs where he had the flow going, he had the changes though, and the sounds throughout those songs. So if he had the entire project just like those 4 or 5 songs, dude, this project would have been fire. Absolutely heat. Like, this project would have been insane. But it just feels like just the project was just long as hell though too, and I just feel like if he shortened it to sound like those songs, I think this project absolutely would have been fire. But I just feel like it's just the same song throughout like the majority of the project, and I think that's the problem with this project compared to his project before this he dropped. Was the project before this he dropped had some fire songs. Like, the project before this had some fire songs where he actually tried to change it up some throughout the songs. But here it just kind of felt like the same old shit. And that kind of, and but here is one thing I'll say. So it kind of feels like it's kind of ties into like Hardy some too. It feels like it's just so cool to see how much trap has changed, right? Trap, that southern trap sound from like just that southern Atlanta trap sound has changed a lot. To like, it's changed from like Jeezy, like Waka Flocka, and just that whole southern trap sound to here. Just kind of want to say how cool it is to see that. And I think that explains a whole lot right there about why I love just why I truly love music, like, just so, because I think just to see that genre change so much and see how it is now, it is cool to see it, man. Like Hardy, him here, and just that whole like rage trap sound. It's just cool to see that, and just kind of felt to say that. But yeah. So my thoughts on this project are, I think the project though as a whole is like, just like, it's the same song, but there were a few tracks that actually were like fire. But the project though as a whole was whatever. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Y'all comment y'all's thoughts down below. Y'all subscribe, like, share, all that great stuff. Come subscribe, come join the family. There's cool stuff to come, so stay tuned for all that. I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated. And I hope you guys have a great night. Comment below, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Oh, Shrek. Shrek gives this project a shrug. He gives this project a shrug. Because I feel like this project was meh. So, with that being said, comment your thoughts, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.